Hey, we're back. We're going to go back to hoops now and talk with our hoops insider, Kevin McPherson. Of course, Kevin, let's talk a little about the Arkansas win at Texas A&M in thrilling fashion. You know, this is great because Arkansas snaps a winless streak there. You know, it happened to where, you know, they'd lost three there within the past 7 years in terms of SEC openers. So, you know, needless to say, you go there, you're not thinking that you're feeling very good, but you get it done some way, somehow, winning by 2 against the Aggies. Let's begin with the offense a little bit. You know, not a good shooting night for Arkansas, but they somehow found a way, out-rebounded the Aggies, and clearly defensively made some stops when it counted. But overall, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Arkansas has been struggling offensively for the last several games. We know that. They hit a stretch in mid-December. They bumped along 1 and 2. Zone defenses get them in trouble. Texas A&M played a lot of man-to-man. They played a little more zone in the second half, but Arkansas still struggled offensively. And what you have to do, and what Arkansas was failing to do in recent games, was rebound the ball. They were minus 28 in their last 3 games in rebounds. They were minus 38 in second chance points. And A&M's a solid rebounding team. You go on the road and you out-rebound Texas A&M. They were plus 5 on the boards, plus 6 in offensive rebounds, and Arkansas actually had an advantage, only a 2-point advantage in second chance points, but you have to have that, especially when you're shooting sub 40 from the field and struggling at the free throw line. Arkansas shot only 50%. They were 4 of 10 down the stretch, and I just thought that, you know, that's the kind of game you've got to gut out and grind out and play physically. And, you know, you look at through Arkansas's lineup, Daniel Gafford, his 3rd double-double in the last 3 games, sat for about 5 minutes down at the end of the game, and Gabe Osaboyan comes in, played great in both halves, had a career-high 7 rebounds, some big offensive boards to keep possessions alive and work clock when Arkansas was holding a 2 or 3 possession lead. And so I really think just the job on the glass, because Arkansas's defense has been their calling card all year. And in this game, I thought the transition defense was slow. A&M attacked that. Arkansas didn't do as good a job defensively to stop some of the drives inside. So I think that was a big key in Arkansas winning this game.
Okay, let's talk about the role players, because in particular I want to talk about Desi Sills and Gabe Osaboyan. Let's talk about Sills because he had a career high, and it happened just within the first half. He had 13 of his 14 points in that frame. He's just a freshman. Gabe Osaboyan, second-year Razorback. Dirty work, you know, he gets it done. He takes charges. The guy had 6 points, 7 boards. What about those guys? Adriel Bailey, you know, he's not all the way back yet, but he did have a few bright spots yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Sills gets those 13 points. Those were big. He hits 3 first-half threes. After Isaiah Joe hit a couple for Arkansas, jumps out to an 8-2 lead. Arkansas really got slowed down offensively. Mason Jones struggled shooting the ball. So Sills was a big lift off the bench scoring. He had a big free throw down the stretch, too, when Arkansas was trying to ice the game. Career high 14 points. We talked about Osaboyan already. He took a couple of charges, had a couple of putbacks. Again, we talked about that rebounding, and, you know, he took a couple of charges, just made plays at both ends of the floor. And then Bailey, you know, he's thawing out. He's thawing out.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you about 30 on this. Florida, what did you think about the Gators yesterday, that collapse in the second half? They had the lead at the intermission, but again, Florida next up for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Arkansas faces a team that's coming off a tough loss, a game they probably thought they should have won. The Gators had a double-digit lead. They let that slip away, and a long inbounds pass on the final play and an easy basket. For South Carolina, a team that's ranked outside the NCAA net 200 plus. So that's a tough loss. They're going to come into Fayetteville where they've had success.
Okay, we will close with these two guys as we talk a little recruiting with Kevin. In the ESPN Top 50 is this recruit. He has an offer from Arkansas, and Coach Mike Anderson and Scotty Thurman, the Razorback assistant, had an opportunity to see this guy. Bryce Thompson out of the class of 2020. Your thoughts?
Oh, an exciting shooting guard, 6'4", has always been an alpha scorer, a guy that can go get points, but he's improved his game as not only a ball handler but a facilitator. He's worked on his strength so he can finish through contact. But, you know, this is a guy you want to get top 50 on ESPN's board in that 2020 class. One service had him as a 5-star just a few months ago, so definitely a guy that Arkansas, there's family ties there. Arkansas would love to get him to sign. Again, he's just a junior, but put on a show in front of Mike Anderson and Scotty Thurman last weekend.
I'll give you 30 on this. Jalen McCreary, your thoughts there. TJ Cleveland saw this kid.
Yeah, Jalen McCreary is a guy that Arkansas has been interested in for just a little while. He's got offers from Xavier, DePaul. He just took an official visit to DePaul. He told me he wants to make a decision as early as this month. Arkansas has not invited him on a visit yet, and they haven't offered, but I know they're interested. He says he's very interested in getting an offer from Arkansas and making a visit, but he also wants to make a decision soon. Now, the spring, he can't sign until the spring, so we'll see what happens there, but TJ Cleveland did go out to watch him play last weekend.
All right, Kevin, great stuff as always. He is our Hoops Insider on Hogville. He writes a lot of articles for us there, a lot of game recaps, and also a look ahead to recruiting, oftentimes far down the road. Kevin with some great stuff. More of the Pig Trail right after this.